If you report something to Jetix and they don't remove it from the game, does that mean you're allowed to use it? I found this completely broken mechanic that lets you spec people from a million miles away a couple of weeks ago, told Jetix about it by reporting it in game and by actually telling the mods directly, and they still haven't removed it. So is this fair to use? It doesn't look very fair, it looks pretty broken. I would love to make a PK video with this because it is just pretty crazy. Imagine specking people out from a million miles away in a PvP world, you just make absolute bank. I'm gonna leave it another week. If this is still in the game, we're going PKing, boys. Oh boys, episode 9 of Budget Bekt is here and we have got a very spicy one for you guys today. Loads of progress, loads of gains and loads of juicy items from the Grand Exchange. But not only that, episode 9 is the first episode with a sponsor. That is right, the cheapest man in RuneScape somehow found a sponsor. Have a listen to this, boys. Today's video is sponsored by probably the coolest browser I have ever seen, Opera GX. Opera GX is a free to use gaming browser, the world's first gaming browser. It is fully customizable. You can set it to look whatever way you want, which is pretty cool, but that is not what I like about this browser. Before I started using this thing, I was bottlenecking in RAM, especially when I was editing videos. I'd have to close like 30 Google Chrome tabs just to edit a video. In here you can limit how much resources your browser uses, both RAM and CPU, which is pretty awesome, especially if you like gaming or editing like me. If you do like gaming, why not check out GX Corner? There's loads of free games in here and loads of the top games have like big discounts and stuff, so it's pretty sweet. Over in the left hand side here, there is loads of integration with Twitch to watch your favorite streamers. There's also integration with a load of messengers. You can just click them on, click them off, whatever you want. WhatsApp, Facebook, anything, one tap on the left hand side of your browser, which is super useful. There's also integrated Discord. If you want to hang out with the boys, you can jump in our server there, the old Bekt Discord, why not? There's also history, which is pretty sweet. You can see it all in one place, and there is integrated ad block. I bet you never thought you'd see a YouTuber advertising ad block, but that comes in here standard. I thought picking a sponsor would be pretty tricky, but when it is free to use and pretty awesome, it was super easy. Anyway, episode number 9, we've got a lot of progress to get through, so let's jump straight into it. Oh boys, you love to see it. In the last episode we got 34 adamant bolts poison, and I wasn't sure if it was just a fluke, but they have continued to buy since then. Took 8 hours to get the first 34. We now have 108 adamant bolts poisoned. Eventually I'm going to clean them and turn them into ruby bolt C, so they're going to be awesome on the account later on. This week's update was the big massive expansion to the Isle of Souls. I've tested out loads of the content here, and it is really bad for my account, but maybe it's really good for some of you guys. There's new NPCs up near the dungeon called Forgotten Souls that work with the ectoplasmeter, and they would actually be okay on low level Iron Men, but they're terrible on my account. They only give 10 XP each, 10 prayer XP for each one you kill, so not really worth killing as a prayer training method, but some of the drops are good for Iron Men. This chest was completely terrible on my account because I didn't have a lockpick, and here's the wee dudes. These boys do drop battle axes, not battle axes, what does he call them? Battle staffs, and they alch for like 9k. So yeah, I think if you're a low level Iron Man, these things might be good to train up on with the ectoplasmeter. Give you a couple of prayer levels maybe, and some starting cash to get going. Is it just me being really harsh on the development team, or does this island feel like it's not finished? It feels like it was designed by somebody who doesn't play the game. Like, all of the crabs are disconnected. The only reason people kill sand crabs is because it's quite AFK, but none of them are connected, so you can't AFK at the sand crabs. All of the resources and all are really far away from a bank and from a tele spot, so it seems really inconvenient, that island. I feel like one quality of life update could make that place awesome, and the new monsters, the Forgotten Souls, could still be useful for low level Iron Men, but I just found like everything was too far away and I'd never really use any of it. Anyway, in today's episode we want to unlock the High Alch spell. Cheapest man in RuneScape wants to be able to turn all of his items into gold. It just makes sense. High Alch will be awesome on this account. When we're buying stuff cheap, being able to instantly alch it will just be awesome. So yeah, I was going to train at the sand crabs with the salamander, but as none of them spots work, we're going to use up some lower runes here, get some magic out of the way, and then I'm going to head back to the old sand crabs to get a few magic levels. Let's get going. And there it is, boys, first level of the video. Level 48 magic coming in, just 7 more levels at the High Alch, but I don't actually have to get up to 55, just need to get up to level 52, and then I can buy some mine bombs from the pub for pretty cheap, and then I can use them to boost my magic. So yeah, we only need another 4 more levels and then we're sweet for High Alch. Quick G update for you guys. We managed to buy 350 in Soul Scorpion heads, but they stopped buying, so we're going to cancel that offer. Managed to get another 200 Addy bolts, so that puts the total up to 308, but eventually we'll need a few thousand of them. I've no access to Eva's, so yeah, we're not going to save any of our bolts, so we need thousands of ruby bolt C. Anyway, that's a G update. Let's go train some magic. There's 49 Magician coming in and level 50 Magician. That unlocks Snare, so if I ever do any like free to play PKing, that'll be pretty useful. It actually might be okay because level 50 makes a Mind Bomb boost +3, so it is an important level. Anyway, let's crack on. Decided to use these West crab spots and kill a few imps while I train. 2 birds with 1 stone. Still haven't done imp catcher in this account. So yeah, we're going to kill a few of these, get the 4 beads, get the magic levels, and then do imp catcher. Somebody needs to call PETA for this lizard high. It's had a serious choking. There's level 51 magic coming in. We've used this thing to train our range and now to train our magic. 1 more level to go. Let's crack on. Very quick G update for you guys. Not much is bought in the past 14 hours, but that is fine. There's Sheep Shearer quest completed. Decided to smash out a few of these quests here, the easy ones. There's imp catcher out of the way as well. Got them beads over at the imps while I was training some magic. Got an amulet of accuracy that I can't use and almost 900 magic XP, which is pretty sweet. This quest here also gives some magic XP, so we slaughtered a wee rat there, and that is Witch's Potion completed. Then I head over and done Dorok's quest for a wee bit of mining. I think that will give us a mining level. And there we go, boys, level 38 mining on the account. Dark Essence, that actually might be useful, might be able to make some of them tabs later on. An Irishman walks into a bar and says, give me all your magic bombs. Yeah, no problem. Bought a load of these things, they're only 2 GP each, which is insanely cheap. I think they're like 100 GP in the Grand Exchange. Let me see. 78 GP in the Grand Exchange. You can actually make pretty good money here because the bank is so close. The bank is just down below here, so you could just like buy a full inventory, head down, bank them, come back up and buy loads more. But yeah, these would be really good in the account for boosting the oil magic, so I'm going to hop around, buy a few inventories of them, and then we're going to go over and train out this last magic level. And there we go, boys, level 52 Magician coming in. That is the level we need for high alch if we're using these oil mine bombs, and there is a load of stuff in the bank I already have that need alch. Got a couple of battle staffs from those Forgotten Souls, and I bought loads of stuff from the Grand Exchange over the past few days. So yeah, that's going to be pretty sweet. Going to alch everything, and then I will be right back. Quick wee G update for you guys. No Addy bolts have bought today, but some steel limbs are coming in. So I've tried to buy teak seeds to try and get the old teak stocks. That's what you need to make the old steel crossbows. If they don't buy, it's fine, but yeah, that will be some nice XP on the account. Gonna update some of these offers, and I will catch you in the next clip. Oh boys, what a combo. The cheapest man in RuneScape and a magic spell that turns items into coins. This is making our budget Bekt very happy. I can high alch all of this stuff, and this spell will be so useful in this account. I can loot anything I pick up in this account, but usually I just have to either bank it or sell it to the Grand Exchange. I can't use anything, but now I can just pick up stuff and high alch it. So this is going to unlock so many money makers on this account. It's going to be pretty sweet. Before we unlock this spell, we had 55k on the account. I'd spent most of my money in the Nightmare Zone coffer, but now just 5 minutes later, we're up to 188k, which is pretty sweet, but I think this cash stack is just going to fly up over the next few days. Anyway, let's crack on. Now that we're past level 85 combat, we can use Neve, and she just give us the best Slayer task in the game. He's probably think I'm joking here, Trolls being the best Slayer task in the game. There's 3 quest bosses you can unlock for Nightmare Zone that are Trolls. There's Arg from Troll Romance, the one this dude here is fighting. Arg's a wee bit too strong for us at the minute, but we will be unlocking her later on. There's also Dad from Troll Stronghold, and what is the other one? I think it's the Ice Troll King from Incan Isles, maybe? I'm not too sure. We're going to unlock all 3 eventually in this account. But first off, we're going to unlock Dad. We've already beat him when we came to God Wars, so I'm just going to go over, finish off this quest. Then we'll be able to AFK Slayer in Nightmare Zone, which most people don't do, but it is pretty sweet. 20 minutes AFK, Slayer XP, can't really go wrong. And there we go, boys. Troll Stronghold quest completed. Gives us a Law Talisman, which I don't think I can use. 80 quest points. Well, 1 quest point, but it puts up to 80. Most importantly, gives us a Nightmare Zone boss. One of the lads in the CC had not done Shield of Arv quest yet, so I decided to smash that out with him while he needs to do it. I hadn't done it either, so it's pretty sweet. Good timing. There we go. 600 GP profit. Get in. And also 1 quest point. Anyway, if any of you guys want to hang out, just hop in the CC, it's just Bekt, or jump in the Discord. We do like Skill of the Week, Boss of the Week, some prizes and stuff like that in there, so it's pretty sweet. Anyway, let's keep going. Oh boys, most people wouldn't get excited to see a Fire Tiara come in, but that is massive in this account. We only got 225 Fire Runes left from that massive runecrafting grind we done a few episodes ago. We went up to level 53 runecrafting. We've almost used all of our Fire Runes, and now that we have high alch, they're just going to go down much faster as well. So having this Tiara is going to be pretty sweet. It's pretty much unlimited Fire Runes, so can't go wrong there. That last quest unlocked a lamp over here at the Varrock Museum, and I am torn on what to put this on. Most people put it on Herblore or runecrafting, but I think our slowest skill in this account is actually fletching, which seems so strange to lamp fletching, but we're going to do it. Fletching will be the most important skill on this account. Just feels weird to actually use an XP lamp on it though. But there we go, 1000 fletching XP, level 25 fletching. Eventually we need to get up to, I think it's 61 or maybe even 64, so a long way to go. Then we smashed out another 50 kudos, started the Bon Voyage quest, and chatted to this lass over here. She actually gives you a massive chunk of XP at level 100 kudos and at level 150 kudos, so I can get more XP off her later on. Then I got a map from this doll and went upstairs to the top floor in Vrock Museum because I'd never been there before, which was pointless, but it looked quite cool. Never seen anybody go there. Then we headed over and completed Bon Voyage quest. Then we smashed out level 20 at farming, and we had an absolute epiphany moment on the account. I've been struggling with fletching, but I have usable oak trees in this account. I got these acorns from the Grand Exchange for super cheap, for 20% of the G mid. So all these oak trees I've been running about farming are usable. I could woodcut them, I could train fletching, but more importantly than that, I could maybe use these to make birdhouses to get more seeds to like have every tree in the game on this account. Never thought about this before, but now that I've got Fossil Island unlocked and have access to oak logs from these trees, if I get myself some clockworks and some seeds, I could unlock so much stuff just by running birdhouses, and they're crazy for Hunter XP, so we're going to try work towards that. Head into Nightmare Zone though and smashed out level 75 attack. That's 5 attack levels. I've not really been showing you them that much because we've kind of just been AFKing in the background. Anyway, there's level 75 attack. Let's crack on. Oh boys, I was not expecting this. Have a look at that. We got 600 earth seeds, which is insane for herblore, it's insane for farming, it's insane for bird houses. I was not expecting these to buy because back at the start of the series we tried all the low level herb seeds and none of them would buy, but the high up ones, as soon as we tried them, they came in, which is pretty awesome. If we get a bit higher farming, we'll be able to use these for training our herblore, which is awesome, but more importantly than that, we could maybe make bird houses on this account. All we need now is a clockwork. I don't think the clockworks will buy, they never drop under 20%, but we could buy low level bird houses and then like do one run with them and they break, and then we can use the clockworks for that to make the higher up bird houses. So that's what we're going to try. Going to leave in some offers from prayer stuff again. It probably won't fill, it hasn't filled in the first 30 days, so I'm not too hopeful. Anyway, let's crack on. Okay, I might have got a wee bit too excited and hit collect before I put the recorder on, but we got some oak birdhouses in the account, which is massive. This is insane, it's a game changer. We can make birdhouses on this account, and that unlocks every other tree in the game. Every other seed we can get from birds' nests, from birdhouses. All this came from buying acorns dirt cheap a few episodes ago. I didn't think much of the acorns at the time, but it unlocks so many things on this account, which is just going to be massive. The more I think about what this unlocks, the more it blows my mind. Eventually I'll be able to get a celestial seed from one of these birds' nests, and I'll be able to make a battle staff later on the account, which is awesome. We'll be able to craft our own staff later on, but that's not the end of this. We might be able to get a magic seed, get some magic logs in the account, and make an MSB. If we can get a bowstring, there's just so much potential here with the old bird's nest. I never thought about how powerful these could be in the account. No way, we hit level 43 prayer and I didn't even notice it. I'm just AFK in prayer in Nightmare Zone, so I'm getting like 700 XP per hour in prayer. It takes a long time to get level, but it must have been this morning because not even in the chat box there. There we go. Anyway, protect from melee unlocked on the old budget account. That'll be awesome for some bossing. Right, there is no close teleports to Fossil Island apart from the dig site pendant, but I can't get a ruby necklace on this account and I don't think they'll ever drop below 20%, so doing birdhouse runs was going to be super slow, but I actually thought of a pretty smart way to do it here. So instead of going from Vrock and running the whole way over, I hop into World 330 into a player owned house, and you get some of them that have this mounted dig site pendant. Now you can't teleport to Fossil Island with it without getting one to like teleport to Fossil Island. You need to like unlock the first destination, but what you can do is use these mounted ones to teleport to the dig site, and that is still like 3 times faster than running from Vrock, so that's pretty sweet. Going to be using that teleport for all of my birdhouse runs. Anyway, let's complete our first birdhouse run, see what we've got. And there we go, our first birdhouse, 420 XP, massive XP drops, and a hunter level 18 hunter. The hunter levels are going to fly in with these, and eventually I'll be able to use higher up birdhouses. I'm trying to get either willow seeds or teak seeds. They'll be the main thing I want earlier on, but later on all the seeds will just be awesome from the birdhouses. So yeah, let's crack on. There we go boys, level 19 hunter coming in, but that's not it. We actually got level 20 as well in this first trip. 3 hunter levels in one trip, which is pretty awesome. But have a look in the inventory there. We actually got feathers that are usable. I didn't even think birdhouses give feathers. Well, actually I did. I knew they did from Fossil Island. One sec, the cat wants in. So yeah, I got feathers that are usable on the account, which would be awesome for fletching. That's going to be pretty sweet later on. Switched over to the oil defense stance, smashed out level 71 and level 72 defense and a couple of Slayer levels because of that troll task. Pretty sweet getting AFK Slayer XP in here. Another birdhouse run, 3 more hunter levels, but we got no seed nests yet, so hopefully get some of them soon. 170 feathers that time. These are just going to build up over time. Feathers will be awesome in this account just for fletching XP, but yeah, let's crack on. Whoa, 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 I was about to end this clip and this fellow samurai just pops up. Have a look at that, dude. Best armor in the game, looking like a beast. Oh boys, we got something in the Grand Exchange. Not very exciting, but it's going to help me out a lot. We got an axe upgrade, went from iron to mithril, which is actually pretty massive. So that's going to be pretty sweet. I am chopping my own logs for the old birdhouses, so having a better axe will just speed that up. Nothing else is bought in the past few hours, but that is fine. I'm going to update some of these offers. We're still trying to get some broken Borrow's armor. It'd be pretty cool to get on the account. Whoa, Sapphire Dragon Bolts E dropped to 3 GP an hour ago. That is crazy. I'm going to stick in an offer for some of these. I don't know if I'll ever get a crossbow that can fire them, but that is just crazy cheap. So I stuck in a cheeky offer for some Sapphire Dragon Bolts E, some of the most powerful ammo in the game, Dragon Bolts. And we actually managed to get some. Wee spoiler for later on. Don't know if I'll ever get a crossbow that can fire them, but yeah, let's crack on. There's level 26 and level 27 hunter, but that last birdhouse there gave us our first seed bird nest, 3 seed bird nest. Yeah, so this might be pretty interesting. Gonna teleport out of here and then I'm gonna check what we got in that nest. I'm really looking for a willow seed. Alright, that one gives us an apple tree seed. Pretty good farming XP, but not very useful. I'd rather get like tree seeds than fruit tree seeds. I wonder if any of the fruit trees are useful. Maybe you could use them to like protect some of the good trees later on that I don't want dying on my account. There's level 74 defense and level 77 HP coming in. Just one more defense level and we can wear every single piece of armor in the game, which would be pretty cool. Almost finished that first troll task and it gave me a ton of Slayer levels, which is pretty awesome. Hopefully you can get another Nightmare Zone Slayer task later on. And there it is, the final troll of the task killed. 150 trolls in Nightmare Zone, AFK'd for 19,000 Slayer XP. That's pretty cool. Slayer's supposed to be like slow early game when you're not very high level, especially with this gear. It should be super slow, but that was just free 19k XP. Didn't really slow down the melee train at all, but we got a ton of levels. There's level 28 hunter coming in, but more importantly than that, that run gave us 2 nests and look what we got. Banana tree seed's good for XP, but the big one there is definitely the willow tree seed. As long as this thing doesn't die whenever I try to grow it. I think I might need to get a few more farming levels actually first. Is it 35 or 30? 30. Okay, I can plant it. As long as it doesn't die, we will have access to willow logs on budget Bekt. Now willow logs are massive. They're better for wood cutting, better for fire making, better for fletching, and I'll be able to make willow birds houses, which is better for hunter and better for more seeds, which is just going to be pretty sweet. It's a massive upgrade. It doesn't look like much a willow seed, but yeah, that's going to be pretty sweet. Hopefully it doesn't die. Oh boys, it looked like nothing had bought, but we actually have the highest buy offer in the game at the minute on Sapphire Dragon Bolts E, so we might be able to get some of them. I'm going to leave that offer in. No black salamander has bought, and I've been trying it for like 2 days off and on, which kind of sucks. I'd love to get a black salamander in the account, so I might try some orange ones or something, see if any of them come through. Where's the orange salamander? Yeah, and maybe the red one as well. Love to get some salamanders. It'd just be really good for training the owl range. Oh boys, the owl willow tree is looking pretty healthy and it's only got like maybe an hour to go, so that's pretty awesome. It looks like our willow tree won't die. I'm gonna cross my fingers now after saying that, but we'll be back to checking this bad boy in an hour. Oh no, only filled 3 out of 4 birds houses. This one's sitting empty for like an hour doing absolutely nothing. Kinda sucks, but what can you do? Forgot to load this one up. Anyway, we managed to get 2 seeds and one of them is massive maple seed. That's going to be pretty sweet later on. Don't think you can make a maple birdhouse, can you? Maybe you can actually, I'm not too sure. Don't think I've made any. You can definitely make yay and mahogany. I think there's birdhouses for all seeds, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, filled all 3 this time, and you can actually check on RuneLight on the right hand side, so I'm going to use this whenever I fill them again to make sure I don't miss any. And our owl rock tree thing, it says it's done. Hopefully it's not dead. Let's go find out. Oh yes, willow tree fully grown. That is awesome. 34 farming coming in. I don't know why I'm so excited. It's just a willow tree, but it's just going to be so good on this account. Such small things in this account are actually pretty awesome. There's a wee wood cutting level as well. Oh boys, pinch me. I am dreaming. We just got a warrior ring on the account and that completes the full setup. We also got 10 sapphire bolts, but the warrior ring is the big one. We've been trying to get a ring from like day 3 or day 4 we started trying to buy one, and one is finally filled, which is insane. That completes the full gear setup. It took us 33 days to get a full set of gear, like every spot filled, you know. It's not the strongest set of gear, but it is a set of gear and I am very hyped. This is actually one of the best ones we could got. Granite Ring I was thinking would have been the most likely to come in, but it has not filled even though we've had the offer in for the longest. Warrior Ring we probably only had in for about half the time of the Granite Ring, and it's still filled, so that is just pretty sweet. I'm going to leave an offer in for some more of these Dragon Bolts, some of the other ones, just because these ones are filling, you never know, maybe some of the other ones will come in cheap. But that is just sick. Warrior Ring in the account. I can imbue it to make it +8 slash bonus. And because our best in slot weapon is a slash weapon, it's just so good. Anyway, let's crack on. Here it is, boys. This empty slot finally getting filled for the first time. From this point on, there is no new gear spots to fill. It's just upgrades all the way, but that is awesome on the account. We can imbue it to make it double the stats as well. +8 slash defense and offense. That's going to be pretty sweet. Anyway, I think we're going to end this one here. Oh no, there's one more thing we need to do. Just want to smash out a wee level here. I'll be back in a second. And there it is, boys. Level 75 defense coming in. We can now wear every single piece of armor in the game if we can get it, so that is pretty sick. What an episode. We went from level 70 attack to level 75 attack, 70 to 75 defense. Discovered some awesome things with the Owlbird houses, and there's just a little surprise level on the end there. 44 prayer coming in, which is also pretty sweet. In the next episode we are going to be doing some bossing. I think it is time Cabbage Man slaughtered some more bosses. So hope you guys have enjoyed this one. I have definitely enjoyed it.